Hey everyone, it's Ariel. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's an exciting day and an exciting video because I am cutting my hair curly for the first time ever. So this is like kind of a big deal for me, even though it's really not, but it kind of is. To be honest with you guys, I haven't been feeling happy with my hair for a while, and I've just been finding it like kind of difficult to style my hair and like feel like even making videos, like filming my hair for videos, because I haven't been like happy with my hair, especially in its natural state. I don't know, it just started getting like a little bit sad for me. Like I'm like, I need to just do something about this. Like I can't keep being upset about the way my hair looks or feels or whatever it is. So today I decided I would cut it. I've been waiting because I knew I was going to do it today, but I've been waiting for like 2 weeks probably to do this, and I'm actually really excited. Like I'm really excited to just have a new shape, a new style that looks good with my curls, because I kind of realized, I actually watched someone's video. If I know who it was that, like the video I'm talking about, I'll put it here so you guys know, but I watched someone's video and she was saying that if you always like straighten your hair and then cut it, it's always gonna look the best when it's straight, which is true. It makes sense. But then when you wear it curly, it's not gonna look as good. So like the way that your hair is gonna look best requires you to straighten it, and that kind of always makes you feel like you need to straighten it, which is not good. So it's a good idea to give yourself a curly haircut so that you actually like how your hair looks when it's curly, because you're kind of cutting it and shaping it to how it looks when it's curly. So that really inspired me to like do this and to give myself a curly haircut, because I've literally never done this. I think I have had other people at the hair salon do it, maybe only even once. Like I don't even know if that's really been a thing. I have had my hair cut wet before, but not really like in this state. So it's something new for me, but I am really excited to like share this with you guys. And I feel like this is kind of like the beginning of me starting my curly hair journey over again, because I mean, you guys can see like I have so much color in here. I have bleach damaged my hair and I use heat on it regularly. Like it's been through a lot. And so I feel like I'm finally realizing like I have to take care of this hair that's on my head, you know? And so I'm kind of ranting right now. But anyway, today is the haircut and I'm very excited to do this haircut. I'm just excited to have a change and like an upgrade, a new style. I don't know how different it'll be because I am trying to grow my hair still, but I do want to like reshape it, get rid of any like stragglers and whatnot, and just make it look cute and make me feel cute and keep my hair healthy, of course, because it's really important. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. If you enjoyed the video at any point, give it a big thumbs up, and also subscribe down below if you're not already, or subscribe to my channel. Buttons down below, especially if you want to see more curly hair journey videos, because I have a feeling I'm going to be making a lot more of those soon. So yeah, with all of that said, that was a long intro. Let's get into this video. So I'm doing this in my bathroom, as you guys can probably tell. I am looking like straight ahead into the mirror, and I have another one to the side of me, but I'm probably gonna use like a combination of all three. So if I'm looking somewhere else, I'm just trying to like see what I'm doing, just so you guys know. And let me take a quick water break. I actually have to pee already, so that might not have been a good idea, but gotta stay hydrated. Okay, so I did recently trim a little bit off of my ends. Like the last time I had my hair straight, I wasn't really sure like what I wanted to do with my layers or anything, and I did have in mind when I did that straight haircut that I wanted to cut it curly, so I didn't really do much of anything else. I just took like a little bit of, you know, a trim off of the ends to clean them up and just get them back to healthy. So yeah, my ends feel pretty good and like cleaned up, but my main goal today is to like reshape my hair, because I feel like it's just like, it's not super even. My bangs are kind of like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's framing my face really nicely. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a bunch of shaping and kind of like cutting off whatever's damaged, whatever needs to go. Like pieces like this where it's just like straight there, like it just kind of, it's curly and then it just like stops. It's just straight. That means it's damaged. So that is like a piece, for example, that I would want to cut off. But yeah, so this is what I'm currently working with. This is what my hair looks like. I'll give you a little 360 so you guys can see. So again, like I just have some pieces that are kind of straggly. They're kind of damaged from all the bleach, maybe heat, like just a combination of things. And again, like my shape is just not the best. So yeah, this is the starting point, and I'm just gonna like start going. Again, like this is something I haven't done before. Hopefully I can find that video, because she gave me a lot of good tips from that. First thing she did was create a guide with her bangs so that she could work like from front to to back. So that's what I'm gonna do. And basically the goal with this is to, first of all, trim off any, this piece is like extremely frizzy. I didn't refresh my hair today, maybe should have, but I didn't want it to be like wet and then, I don't know. So anyway, basically the goal with this is to create like a bit of a bang, kind of frame my face in a nice way, and also get rid of any like really dry, really damaged pieces or really straight pieces. Like even this one right here, it's a little wonky looking. So clearly that needs to come off. So yeah, I'm just gonna like start going for it. Just gonna start going for it. I am using my professional shears, of course. Never want to use kitchen scissors or anything dull. These are professional shears. These are the ones I've always had. Like I got them in my kit from hair school and I just never upgraded because I actually really like these scissors. But if you guys are looking for like a good pair of shears, watch this video because I did make a video all about scissors, like scissor sharpness, and in the description box of that video there's also links to like a bunch of different shears and scissors, so check that out if you need a good pair. I think I'm gonna start like kind of where my part is, which it's kind of like a side part, just like a subtle one, but also I've been like experimenting with making it go more forward, which I feel like is kind of working for me. So I'm gonna keep that in mind when I'm cutting, but I'm gonna start with this guy. So I feel like this needs to be cut here. Hopefully you guys can see this. And I'm going to cut this one right here, maybe even a bit more. Yeah, that's better. Another thing to keep in mind when you're cutting curls is that they are different from straight hair, because so if you're gonna like grab all of this hair, pull it down and then cut it here, when you let it go, it's gonna actually be way up here. So like it bounces up. So you have to keep that in mind when you're cutting curls. That is something I do know and can tell you. So I'm being pretty gentle when I'm doing this. Like I'm pulling a little bit to kind of see where I need to cut, but I'm not like stretching it out too much because that could make it harder to see where I actually need to cut. But I'm just like going along, trimming any pieces that feel a little bit too long or too straggly. Probably gonna get hair in my shirt. That's okay. So this is what the bangs are looking like so far. I'm kind of unsure about this piece. Like I might need to go back in and cut it more, but it is very like frizzy and a little bit stretched out. So I'm kind of nervous to like cut too much off of it. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now, I think. But again, yeah, I might come back to it. We'll see. And I'm gonna take another section from kind of above that. About that much. So now I should be able to like see the hair underneath, and I should be able to follow that with this on both sides. So I'm kind of taking like some of the same principles I use in like my straight haircut videos, but just being a lot more careful. And like obviously with this you're going like curl by curl. It's not so much like section by section, if that makes sense. It's different but the same, I guess. Oh, I hope this turns out good because I'm still like a little bit nervous. I haven't cut my hair in this way ever, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, I'm not taking off like a ton of hair, but you never know. But I'm gonna stay optimistic. So I'm just gonna continue like taking little sections from the top, and then once I'm done with that, or at least I feel like I'm done, then I will like move on to the next section and we'll show you guys what I'm doing. Ooh, that's a bad one. I'm actually so excited to cut all of these. Okay, so I'm kind of working in this like mohawk section right now. And I feel like I'm gonna stop like right around here. So a little trick would be to actually grab a comb. I just don't have one here right now. But if you grab a comb and find like the tipping point of the side of your head, that's kind of where I'm going to. And then I'm gonna do a different technique for like the sides. So I'm just gonna like finish up. I think the side's pretty much done up to there, and then I'm just gonna do the same thing on this side. Actually, a couple more on this side. Finish those ones. Okay guys, I feel like I'm done with like this mohawk area, and now what am I gonna do now? I'm going to push this back into place, like kind of to how I would actually wear it, and let's see. I feel like from here, what my plan is kind of going to be is to like match what I just cut. So basically I just cut like an area of layers on the top area and then my bangs, of course. And I'm basically gonna like kind of connect that to the end of my hair. So I don't know exactly like what shape I want to do. I've been trying to think about this and I don't really know. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try to like consult myself as if I was a client in my chair and I was a hairstylist. So this might be psychotic. Is this weird? If I was a client, if I was my own client. So, okay, I'm gonna take some advice from what I learned working at the salon. So basically, like, what I would try to do is find the point of somebody's face that you want to accentuate. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. And I feel like for me, it's kind of like my cheekbone area. That's where it's like the highest point, you know? That's kind of like that should be like the drawing point, if that makes sense. And so you can use your hair to accentuate things like that. So I'm thinking that is what I'm going to try to do for myself. So if I try to imagine that, I'm thinking like a little bit needs to come off of here. So I almost get like a little bit of an angle like this. And then if you see like where my fingers kind of end, it's kind of at that point, like around my cheekbones. So I'm thinking, yeah, a little bit off of these like edges. And then I'm going to shape these pieces to those pieces. Does that make any sense? I hope I'm making sense. I'm trying to combine everything I know and also like just wing it because, again, first time doing this. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I think the easiest way would be to probably, what is the easiest way? Should I start from the bottom or the top? I think I should, oh, I don't know, you guys. I actually kind of feel like I should, okay, I kind of feel like I should start with these pieces. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna kind of like pick through and find like pieces like this. This piece is like struggling. You guys see that? Honestly, the whole strand is like kind of a mess, but I would say like where it really needs to be cut is kind of around here where like this curl starts to like have a different pattern. So you can kind of see how it's like curly curly and then it just like changes here and even on this one too. So that is kind of a sign that like these parts are damaged and I should probably cut right there. So as long as that makes sense for like my haircut that I have, I think that does make sense. So I'm going to cut. And I think I'm just gonna keep doing that. So this is kind of like random, like you kind of have to use your own discretion and like it kind of depends on like your hair, how it falls and like what look you're going for, which part of your face you're trying to accentuate. All these things come into play. So I don't want you guys to think that this is a tutorial because it's not really. Like this is the first time I ever did this. So I don't want you guys to like try this and then be like, why did you tell me to do that? But now my hair is ruined, you know? Whereas like the other tutorials on my page are actual tutorials, like the other haircuts. But yeah, this is new to me. So I am just winging it right now. I am a professional, but not with this. So take with it what you will. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this, getting that shape a little bit more angled like I was saying, and just trimming off any pieces and any ends that are kind of like straight. And I'm also gonna be careful not to go past that like point around my cheekbone because obviously I want it to stay at that length. This one is really bad. That's like a fish hook. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. Done. Bye. I'm also trying not to really take anything off of my ends because again, I did just trim those when my hair was straight and I want to keep that length as well. So I'm not going to trim anything unless I really feel like I need to. There are a few pieces that have kind of like that straight end look, so I will fix those. Ooh, not cutting my finger off. But yeah, kind of trying to avoid the end area. But I'm just going to finish the side and then I'll show you guys the before and after. Alright guys, I feel like that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to like do a bit more of the back pieces towards the back of my head, but for now I'm liking the shape. So as you can see, like I really cleaned up this and have more of like a, almost like a, what shape is this? Like an inverted triangle shape. So like if you can imagine, like this is the point and then the top is more square. I'm really liking that shape. I feel like it's a lot more flattering for me. And then as you can see on this side, it's a bit more like dragging down. It just like doesn't have much shape at all. Hopefully you guys can see, like it's kind of dark on this side. But yeah, like this side is just kind of there. And I feel like this looks a lot more like styled and like intentional, you know? So I'm basically just going to repeat that on this side, and then I'm going to figure out how to do the back and also cleaning up a little bit around my face. So yeah, let's do it. I'm also finding it helpful to like fluff it up after like each few cuts so that I can like see how it's sitting, and also like kind of find new curls that might be like hiding inside that might also need to be cut. So it's kind of helping. And it's also important at this point that I make sure I'm like keeping both sides even. So that's why I'm looking straight in the mirror, because I don't want to end up like this. Which is the same, by the way, if you're doing a straight haircut, and I talk about that a lot in my other haircut videos. You need to keep your head straight, as I'm literally crooked, but I have to also bend to like do this side. You know what I'm saying though. Guys, I'm already feeling so happy with this. Yay! I needed this so bad. Like I've really been going through it with my hair lately, and I'm happy that I'm like finally embracing it. And I feel like I've kind of gone through this once before already, when I like started wearing my hair natural when I moved out when I was 18, which is how long ago? 8 years ago? So I guess like 8 years I've been like natural. I still straighten my hair obviously, but I kind of had learned how to like style my hair and how to somewhat maintain it properly. But I also was using a lot of heat. Like I actually use a lot less heat now than I used to. I used to use so much heat. Like my hair was growing, but then I was using all this heat, and then I was getting heat damage, and then I kind of went through like that cycle. And then I feel like the same thing kind of happened 4 years ago-ish, maybe 5, when I started to bleach my hair, and that really has taken a toll on it. Like it really has struggled because of all the bleach I've put it through, which is why I've kind of decided to start going a little bit darker. Like I haven't been doing as much of like the highlighting and like doing anything really crazy in terms of color. And I also decided I'm going to be a little bit more intentional with when I use heat and how often, because it really does take a toll on your hair. Like anything you're doing in excess is not good for your hair. Like bleach, color, straightening, even like a lot of manipulation, like putting it in a lot of tight buns, ponytails, like braids, like anything that you're doing too much of is probably not good for your hair. So yeah, and I've been trying to grow my hair for so many years, probably like 15 years, no, not 15, but like 10 years. I've been trying to grow my hair like long, and it keeps growing. Like my roots stay pretty relatively healthy, but my ends just keep breaking off because it's like I'm either doing too much heat or too much color or both. It's like my hair can't stay healthy enough for it to grow long because it just keeps breaking off at the end. So it's just like, it's just this like pattern that I find myself in, or this cycle, I guess you could say. And I'm just like tired of it, you know? I just want to have healthy hair, and I also want to feel comfortable enough to wear my hair natural more often, because I feel like so often I feel like I look prettier with straight hair, and that's just like so sad to me. Like I want to be able to feel confident and like beautiful when my hair's like this, not just when it's been blow dried and then straightened to like this thin, you know? So yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you guys that, but hair really is an important thing to a lot of women and girls, and I just feel like it's important like to embrace what you have naturally. I feel like we need to do that more often. So yeah, I feel like this is like a big step for me, you know? And let me know if like any of you guys feel the same, because even though my hair's curly, it might be the same for you even if your hair's straight, or you know, you have like a different hair situation. But I do feel like the older I get, the more I'm just like, the more I just like don't care about certain things. Like I feel like it starts to become like, what's easier, you know? And easier is not always having to wear your hair a certain way or not worrying about like what people think of you if you look this certain way and like things like that. I feel like it's not as important the older you get. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my 2 cents that nobody asked for. But anyway, I feel like it's looking really good. I'm trying to just like fluff it up and see what I'm working with. Okay, so from here I definitely need to fix up the back because I can't really reach. Like I kind of had split my hair in the middle and like pulled some pieces as I was doing each side and like cut it that way on each side, but I definitely can still see like some straight pieces back there and stuff. So I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I think I'm going to pull some of the back pieces with some of the side pieces and see if anything like kind of sticks out. So I'm gonna work in like quadrants, but nothing like specific. I mean, I'm not parting or anything. You can see like that piece, there's a piece there. There's like a few pieces that are just really straight. So I'm going to cut those off. And I think I'm just going to keep like kind of pushing my hair forward and just seeing like what's sticking out to me. So anything that's like really straight, just like sticking out a bit too much, I will cut off. There's a straight piece. There's some. But I am still cutting curl by curl when I'm doing this, so still being careful. Oh, it's looking so much better. I'm just gonna keep pushing this up a little bit. This is really hard. This is like the hardest so far. So much hair everywhere. I honestly feel like I might be done. Let's see if anything sticks out. I might even have to trim a few more pieces once I rewash my hair and like restyle it, because obviously it doesn't look the exact same every time. So like I might find next time I wash it that like this piece is like sticking a little bit down here, or like, you know, it might just be like hairs might be placed a little bit differently. So I will keep that in mind, but I feel like I'm happy with this. Like I don't know if I really want to cut more. I kind of decided not to really take much off of this area because I do kind of need that length to create like that little bit of heaviness to my cheekbone area. So if I take too much off of here, it's just gonna make it round, which I don't think would look bad, but I kind of like that, like, again, like that little bit of heaviness up there. So I think I'm gonna leave it. I think this is the finished look. Actually, wait, there is a little bit happening around my face, so let me fix this. I'm not doing too much in terms of like face framing because the pieces around my face are already shorter than like the rest of my hair because of how I cut it when it's straight. Like I kind of gave myself a little bit of like a curtain bang action. So I want to keep like most of the length that I have here. But yeah guys, I think this is the finished look. Yay! I'm really happy with this. Like I really needed this. I really did. And I didn't even take off that much hair. I'm gonna show you guys because it's kind of like a disaster. So that's the pile. Look at all these straight ends, you guys. This is essentially just pure frizz. It's crazy. Little tiny curls. Yeah, that is the pile of hair. There's hair on the floor, of course. And there's some in the sink as well. Hair everywhere. Alright you guys, that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. That is my new upgraded curly haircut. I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to see what it looks like next time I wash my hair because that'll be like the fresh, like the first wash after it's cut, which I know when it's straight, it always feels really good, but it'll be different when it's curly. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, it wasn't much of a tutorial. It's kind of just like a chatty, like cutting my hair curly video, and kind of why I'm doing it like this and why I'm like somewhat restarting my curly hair journey, and just like kind of my thoughts surrounding like natural hair and embracing it and all that stuff. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed just like kind of hanging out with me while I do this. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos like this, more of my updated curly hair journey. I definitely look forward to sharing more videos with you guys regarding all of that. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all, especially if you're still here, like you're a real one. Thank you. Hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.